Good evening. I'm sorry that I look like this, but I'm tired. I'm terribly tired for some strange reason. Nonetheless, I didn't want to let Friday go by without having a couple of comments to say. This is part one of three parts. I estimate it's going to be three parts. It might be four with respect to the presidential debate. I think the debate covered a lot of topics that everybody's concerned with. Not only this debate, the middle debate, which was the two vice presidents, so the candidates were one the actual vice president, the other one a candidate or a nominee, and then the first presidential debate. I guess they all have kind of topics. They overlapped in some of the topics that they went through on both debates, presidential debates. Nonetheless, we're looking at issues that are being covered, temperaments that are being looked at, characters that are being looked at, and issues that are being looked at that are totally contrary to reality. I'll start with Donald Trump. Since the moderator, I think her last name was Wilker. The moderator Wilker started with him, so or start with Biden, but I'm going to go ahead and flip it around and start with Trump. Trump continually said that he was not a politician, but like anybody else in the world of politics, or in the world of politics, that would be the right word to use. We all gain experience. One way or another, we gain experience, whether we're in front of a crowd addressing the people, whether we're making a public presentation, where we're running for office to ban anything. As long as you're under the tree of the political realm, you're in politics, whether he wants to accept it or not. And he's been in politics in more ways than one. Not only a way of influencing people, because since he's a billionaire, a millionaire, billionaire, whatever he wants to call himself, but he is a millionaire. That's a fact. And he probably is a billionaire too, because his father, he took over the family business. That point aside, he's been swimming with the sharks for a long time. Not only the sharks on the sense of politics, local politicians, higher level politicians, representatives, senators, even presidents. He was very, very much in tune with Richard Nixon. And while Nixon was running, he had several meetings with Nixon. So he learned, and he was close by and learned a lot from the Nixon people, not necessarily from Nixon himself, which he did pull down some knowledge from Nixon himself, but he actually from the people that surrounded Nixon, he did learn a lot. Yeah, I would have done the same thing if I had the opportunity to hang around with whoever out in the political world. I probably learn from that person. I mean, I will definitely learn from that person. Not probably learn. I would definitely learn from that person. I would learn what's in the politics, how to read the people, how to do. It's like a salesman. Politics is like a salesperson. A good salesperson, what is one of the things he wants to look at? How the other person is behaving, the behavior pattern of that person, the character of that person. How easily is that person in tune to what he's saying? What words can he float at that person that might just hit the right chord? And then the inclination of that person will go straight to where he wants that person to go, and he makes a sale. Later, that person might regret that they purchased whatever product that salesman was selling, but that's too late. They already bought in, and it's too late. They can't do nothing about it. So, it goes with the territory, everything, and that's basically what it is. The politicians are salespeople. Salespeople that poke your eyes out. Now there's some honest salespeople, people that understand and empathize with people. I've seen several of those people that try to sell you, and when you say no, they stop cold and they give you their card and they open the door to say, if you need something in the future, please give me a call. And you gladly do it when you have the chance and you need something like that they told you that they're selling. Why not call them on the phone? Say, hey, are you still selling this product? And they say yes, and says, well, I'm interested in it. Can you come drop by and talk to me about it again? And they'll gladly do it because that's their job to begin with. If they make the sale, well, they make a commission. Very simple as that. So it's a question of what things are being done. So Mr. Trump is a poor salesman. He is a salesman, and he tries to con you with it, with the way his style. His style is more of a con job than a real job. When he sold Trump University, I was one of the suckers that looked into Trump University. Believe it or not, that he had people for some reason they were doing a dog and pony show and saying that real estate, flipping houses, investing in real estate, it would give you tons of money. And when I looked at it closer, I said, "Wait a minute, this is not me. I don't do this crap. I don't take money from other people." So that's one of the things that I stopped doing it. So anyway, let me not get too much off the topic. So his character is flawed to begin with. His character is totally flawed. Those that are Trump supporters and they say, "Oh man, he tells it like it is." That's not true. He doesn't tell it like it is. I mean, why did I fall into the trap of going and researching Trump University? Why did I go to the seminars of Trump University? He suckered me in. He bamboozled me in the first time to vote for him. I mean, give me a break. All those Trump supporters, oh, he's doing all these great things. And there was a Trump supporter says, oh, I'm in the credit business. Yeah, he's in the credit business. He's having a boom year. But all the other people who are on the other side of the table, they're not having a boom year. They're getting into debt and debt and debt. And that other guy is collecting, collecting, collecting. One way or the other, he's collecting money. And he's making money from those collections that he's making. Or he makes money by sending those people straight to hell because he's going to repo them. They're going to take away whatever they have, the car, the house, whatever. And he doesn't care. And that's the kind of person that those people want. They want somebody who doesn't care. And I was thinking, man, this guy thinks Trump is great because he's in the collection business, credit business, and he collects. I mean, a gangster. Look at Rocky Balboa in his first movie, Sylvester Stallone, Rocky One. That was what he was. The mobster that hired him. He was a collector. He would collect money from people who owed money. If not, he would break their fingers or bang him up a little. So, and then he gave it up because that wasn't him. He wasn't that type of person to go banging on people. He would try to give people a chance to come up with the money and pay. But that was not the mobster's idea. He said, well, you got to break his fingers. So, we break his fingers. How is he going to work then? It's going to be a lot harder for him to pay up the money if he has no fingers to use. So I tried to get away from the so. Anyway, that is what the Trump man is, and I would not give a nickel for him. No, sorry. Not that I'm biased for him. Not that I don't like him. I mean, he seems to be uh, on his good side. He might be a jolly side, but most of the time he's on the bad side. He's a bully, and he wants to get his way. And if you challenge him, he gets all fluttered up. And there's several articles written about him. I mean, Edmund Hollingsworth, my friend and my partner in crime in doing all this research, he's come up with a ton of articles written about Donald Trump where he bashes the press and he's always calling the press. And on the flip side, he bashes the press. On the other side, he calls the press because he always wants to be surrounded by the press because he wants to consider himself a high celebrity. Not even the paparazzis are following him, except probably right now that he's president of the United States, which defies the purpose of the paparazzis anyway. Uh, but a buck is a buck, no matter how you look at it. Just for taking pictures, they get a buck for that picture. That's good. But before he was president, nobody gave a nickel. I mean, the paparazzis didn't care, but he still called the press. He wrote articles for the New York Times, and we have several articles that he wrote for the New York Times criticizing. He's always criticizing somebody. He criticized Reagan. He criticized everybody under the sun. Of anything they did, he criticized it because he could do it better. Well, if he could do it better, why, when he had the opportunity to run against a black guy, sorry for that, Obama, that I called you a black guy, but that's who you are. And and yes, he's absolutely right on that note. Many people didn't like Obama because he was a black guy. That's same and simple. That was one point. Probably the major point was that he is black. But the next major point is that he was deceiving. And I'm gonna have to cut it short because that I just heard the bell that I gotta go. I will continue with this recording later on. Take care. God bless you.